Hello everyone, welcome to Behind Reality Podcast, where we talk about everything that matters the most to Nigerians. I am Betty Idowu, and as you already know, it's no news that the countdown to the 2027 elections is on, and particularly in Kwara State, the gubernatorial election is fast approaching, with new faces, new people emerging, showing interest to take on the leadership mantle in Kwara State. And today on the show, we've got a great personality who has shown interest in actually handling this position under the leadership of the All Progressives Congress. He is a man from our local government area, a geologist and a safety practitioner. I have with me on the show today, Abdulmujib, Adeola, Olaniyi. You're welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you very much, my
sister. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So it's no news anymore that you have indicated interest in leading the state of Kwara to the next level. And so many people have been having, they are skeptical and feel like you are new in the scene. They believe, leadership is something that requires a large number of experience. And what do you think makes you different and ready for this position you are vying for?
Thank you very much. Please, I think I need to change that your notion of you are new in politics.
Okay.
Because politics is the main. I'm in politics.
Okay.
Let me start from when I was in primary school,
Okay.
I have been leading my classmates.
Your peers, yeah.
You get me? So when I was in secondary school also, I was a private in school.
Okay.
And we organized, then we organized what we call a Kwara State Press Club this thing.
Okay.
That is all students, all secondary school students in the whole state. So I was a very notable ESCO of that time. So from there I've started, the politics has always been me.
Okay.
So going to university also, I was the PR of my department,
Okay.
the PR of my faculty. The time I was aspiring, to go for the PR of the SCG at that time, that was the time, I think that was 2003, 2004.
That's quite a while.
That was when the University of Ilorin, canceled the issue of a student union government. I was a Senate member in my school. So I even participated in National Union of Kwara State Student National. I was a PR. So my contribution into politics has been, some people might not notice it, but it has been,
You've been active from the
very, very active.
Okay.
Right from the childhood.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so now you have indicated the interest in vying for the leadership role in Kwara State, in the top seat in Kwara State.
Yes.
What do you think you have to offer to the people of Kwara to trust you with this very huge role?
Thank you, Kwarans. This is what I need from you. I print out my 10-point agenda. One of the 10-point agenda, it's about security of the scale of our dear states, which I think that is the most things that concern each and every one of us. Or, let me put it this way. This is one of the most things that affects the region where I'm from, which is Kwara South, and some other regions, which happen to be Kwara North. What I have in plan on that, I believe, since the president of Nigeria,
Bola
Ahmed Tinubu, has already promised that all states should go have a state police. I believe it's going to solve our problem by funding the state police, make them active, make them pass through, some rigorous trainings, which, you know that, even if at all, a bandit or maybe arms, all this, terrorist bandit want to attack, they will know that no, they have to face someone. And I believe there are some also ways, it's this life is, it's so we have been seeing it. Where I am in Canada and other developed countries. It's easy. If I'm here, if someone is behaving actively somewhere, you understand me, I can be able to see the person clearly, know what he or she, is all about. So I believe, introducing all this tech, all this new technology. I believe that one can also, handle, it to minimize, the issue of insecurity.
I love that you have mentioned that, because in your 10-point agenda, I know it's quite a lot. We might not be able to exhaust everything, but I just want you to talk about agriculture, because it's a part of the 10-point agenda which you have shared with us. What is your goal? What is your vision for agriculture for the people of Kwara State?
Thank you very much. If you look at my 10-point agenda, the issue of agriculture, I put it, having another 3-point agenda under agriculture.
Yes. Another 3-point
agenda.
Okay.
So I believe in, we participate in as participation, partner, and promoting. You understand me? I believe we are all Kwarans. You understand? We have a very good fertile land. You understand me? We have it. There's nothing we want to achieve with our agriculture that we won't achieve that. You understand? So I believe going into that, and I must be sincere with you presently, I have 10 good business girls in Canada that want to be bringing in yams and all our fruits down to Canada, which I believe, if we are able to partner, you understand, with them or people, whether from other states, like what Lagos and one other state did the previous year, you understand, it's something we can do by, participating, promoting. So I believe, and it's not only the riches, and I want to tell you one thing. You see, there is nowhere, we will not find the saboteurs. You understand? There are a lot of saboteurs on agriculture, politicizing, agric. By, let's say, for example, you said that you want to give a grant to people that really meant the world. They want to, work very hard and, give you the results. Some will politicize it, giving their uncles, their aunties, by not doing anything. Nothing has been achieved on that. You understand? I'll make sure proper monitoring, you understand, we'll monitor everything. So from there, I should be able to project, a 1 trillion budget, by, getting all this, the internet generation, by the time we get all this, I believe it will boost our economy.
Speaking of boosting the economy, part of the challenges that the government usually faces sometimes is funding. How do you intend to manage all of the 10-point agenda, the initiatives that you have? If you encounter funding challenges, how do you intend to carry out all this?
My sister, I want us to believe one thing. A state has done it, which is Lagos State. If we are finding it difficult, that means we are not watching, or we are not close to what, we don't have the information of what Lagos State is doing to achieve such. You understand? To me, I have it on my palm.
All right, now we see you are going for this position under the current leadership of the All Progressives Congress, which many believe that so far Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak has done so well. In the last 8 years. How do you intend to build on his legacy and things that he has achieved while being in power?
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
It's easy. Do you want to know how it's easy? It's easy in the sense that, a lot of people can see. A lot of people can see all what he has done. To talk about construction, he performed well. to talk about infrastructures, apart from even construction infrastructures, it perform well.
Okay.
We talk about even the security itself, only, there are cases, that it overwhelms, or he performed well. Let me put it that way. He performed well. So, and that is where I want to start from. I want to start from where he stopped.
You stopped.
Yes. By following his, I believe, the APC at party. We have our home manifestos. And manifestos means what you want to achieve for the rest of the time one will be as a governor of a state. So based on that, I'll make sure where he stopped, I start. Connection of rural routes, I'll continue on that. Because I believe rural routes, getting new roads in the rural area will boost our economy. You understand me? The state economy. By some of our farmers that have their crops that they want to move from one point to another. You understand me? Getting a very befitting. You understand? I'm not talking about do a road for like a year, 2 or 3 years. It's gonna no. I believe getting a very befitting road that will last long. You understand me? Yeah. So that by the time we are moving our crops, because I told you I want to focus more on agriculture. You understand? So by the time we're moving it, from one point to another, it will be easier. There won't be a situation whereby, it's not easy for a business person, having a car, spending virtually like 60% or 70% of what you're earning on your car. It doesn't make sense. So that is where I believe the government comes from. I mean, we come, then we'll do all the networking, connecting the north to the center, from the central to the north, from north to south. We want to make sure everything, are interwoven. They have good road construction. You understand me? And also, if I can mention another point on my agenda, education also. Yeah, I want free education. It's doable. Free education for all the citizens of of our country or of our states. It's doable. I cannot even. I should not even minimize it on Kwara State end. I want to minimize on any Nigerian schooling, from the primary school to secondary school. Any Nigerian, if you are in Nigeria, whether you Igbo, Hausa, or this Christian Muslim, so far you are in Kwara State schooling, I want the school to be free for them.
And I think that would be a good one, considering the fact that the current governor, Abdulmujib, has been doing a great job with the Kwara Learn Initiative and other things that have been going on. So I believe that would also boost, the work that is ongoing. Truly. Okay. So now let's move on to youth inclusion. You would agree that a great population of Kwara State are young people. What would be your plan for the young people in your first 2 years of tenure, if you eventually win the election? What would be your plan to engage young people, particularly solving the problem of unemployment?
Thank you very much. The youth you're talking about, I think I belong to to the group. So if I'm talking about you engaging youth, it's an easy thing. We have programs. And we want people to execute it. How do we do it? Now, one, giving them grants. Whether on agric, I'll focus on agric. You understand me? I want to focus on agric. Giving them grants, go and do this, go and do this. We'll give them what you're supposed to achieve. What is achievable, you understand? okay, this is our point, this is what we want, and this is what we want you to do. You see, a lot of people want to do, like, seriously, I've met with a lot of farmers that they want to, even one of them, it happened to be outside with me. You understand? They have been, you know, looking for how to even get grants to start their business. To the extent that, you know, some of them started going to all this bank that will collect virtually all their 60% of their hard and this thing. No, I won't do that. This what we want to do. Even if I talk, we are giving them loan, we'll make sure the loan we're giving them, it's at 0%. You understand?
Well, do you think that will entirely be possible? 0% interest loans?
It's gonna be possible. That's the reason why I put in a grant. Okay. You understand me? It will not be as if I'm giving them loan. It's going to be like it come in form of grants. You understand? Giving them grants, so amount of this. Go and do this. Go and do this. And you know, the sky is the limit. We have a lot of virgin lands here that can produce for us. You know. So what we need is all this mechanical something. The government will provide it, which I believe this present government did some, which I'm aware. One of, I think, bringing out in tractors and some other things. But I will make sure it will not be politicized. You understand? I will make sure all what they are doing, it will be monitored scientifically. You understand? Okay. And all their loopholes on, you know, how to extort money, how to get money, you know, not getting it back to the state government or not getting it to where we expected the grant to go. We will block all those. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to take us back to something you said earlier.
Okay.
You've mentioned how you have interest in making sure Kwara State, you know, gets to the level that other states are operating on, states like Lagos State.
Yeah.
So how do you intend to actually attract investors to the state of Kwara in your first 2 years if elected?
Good. I think if you might remember vividly, I said I have some investor with me presently. Okay. People that want to invest, have a business. Men and women, okay, you know, they're abroad there. They want to bring their money and, you know, to invest and they stay in our states. Okay. Because we believe, you know, they make a research, you know, the research gives them that, you know, all what we are eating in Canada and some other things, it can be easily produced here. You understand me? Get it there, it should be, you know, it should be fine and it should be more nutrition. You can't believe or not this something, you know, you just because at times there are some ripe fruit, you know, that, you know, genetically, you know, controlled. It's not as if it's natural, but our own here is natural one. You know, all our crops here, they've made their findings and they are ready, which I believe by the time we bring in some, you know, even I'm not even talking about only blacks there. I'm talking about whites. They are interested in their states. Okay. So from there, I think we'll start climbing. You know, by the time there's going to be a time we're going to surpass the almighty Lagos. And so.
Okay, so we really hope that Kwara gets to that point where we can compete with.
We will get there.
The state of excellence.
That one is sure not achievable.
So now you mentioned earlier that state policing is one of your strategies for the security problems in the state of Kwara, because you would agree with me that in the last couple of months, insecurity is something that Kwarans have been dealing with. How confident are you that state policing would actually solve the problem of insecurity in Kwara State?
100% confident about it. You know, like I told you, thank God, our president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said all states to implement state policing. We fund, we'll make sure we'll put more fund on it. But I will keep funding, train them, bringing in some gadget, bringing in, you know, scientific gadgets, you know, monitoring. It's easy. You know, the only thing in there is that, you know, we try and look at, because there is no place, or that if you need a development, whether in a state or in a country, there is no how you not see some saboteurs. that want to hinder such thing. So the only thing they, will work on that perfectly. We'll make sure every of this thing is scientifically inclined.
Okay, sir, I love that you've mentioned the medical line. You're tilting towards healthcare. What are your plans for the healthcare sector in the state of Kwara if elected governor of the state?
Firstly, I want to thank the present governor for the construction of Remi Tinubu Hospital. Okay. It shows that he is a committed servant that want to serve his state. So I want to commend him on that. So now, let me now go to my own plan on the health sector. You see, in an environment where old people and younger ones cannot access free healthcare, I don't believe in that kind of community. You understand me? I want my healthcare, if I'm elected as a governor of the state, I want my healthcare to be free for kids and old people. What I mean by old, starting from, we have their age that we got retired from the service, whether for public or,
private,
or anything. So far, you qualify as as an old, because we're going to have a specific age. You understand?
Yeah.
Starting from because at times some people, get retired 55 earlier. You understand? You can pick from 55. You understand? 55 upward. Let the high care be free. It do not affect us. Getting good health care do not affect us. And I'll make sure, a lot, apart from giving the older one, then the younger one also, to the age of 18. It's easy. You understand me?
Okay.
Getting free health care, it will not affect. So, in an environment or community, you have people that are healthy. That is when you see them working for you.
Progress, yeah.
Go to our developing countries, those are the ways they are using. Our people will work, and after working, you get access to free. This is it will encourage you to work the more, because the country or the state you are serving, is doing more for you. So you need to do more.
But do you believe that the system, we can get that system quickly?
My sister, we will change all our attitude.
Okay.
The key thing there is attitude.
Okay.
Everybody must change attitude. And I think that is what we were going to work on.
All right.
The attitude of our people.
Okay, so now let's move the conversation to, party strategy now. How confident are you about winning the primary? Because we need to start from there before, we go on to the grand stage. How confident are you about winning the primary in the party?
Thank you very much. 100% confident about myself. Because I'm a grassroots politician. Okay. I engage with a lot of people, and I've been, mobilizing people across the whole 16 local government we have. Okay. You understand? Okay. Go to Edo, go to Report, go to Ilorin, and I was born and brought up in Ilorin, in the heart of Ilorin.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I love that you're really confident about that. But quickly, before we wrap up the conversation today, you and I know, we all believe and know that politics is oftentimes about compromises at some point. Yeah. So what are certain compromises that you are willing to make and not willing to make, especially on this journey of becoming governor of Kwara State?
I will not compromise with the right of the citizen of Kwara State. I will never compromise on that. I want every citizen to have their rights, That's it.
Okay. All right. I have more questions, but because of our time, let me just ask this last one. If elected governor, what should the people of Kwara State, expect from you in the first 6 months to 1 year of being in office, that that at least this is something that you are keen on achieving the moment you are elected into office?
security and agriculture.
I love how straightforward that is.
Thank you very much.
Security and agriculture.
Yeah.
So quickly before we wrap up, I want you to say your final words on the show to the people of Kwara watching you right now.
Thank you, my dear brothers and sisters. Father and mother, this is your son, Olaniyi Adeola. If I'm elected as a, party flag bearer of this coming gubernatorial election, I'll be so glad, and I'll make sure all the promises I have, I've made, I'll make sure it's been fulfilled. Thank you, Clarence. Thank you, father, mother, sister, and brothers. Thank you very much. God bless.
And there you have it. We've been speaking to Abdulmujib Adeola Olaniyi, who is a governorship aspirant under the All Progressives Congress. And you've heard him. He has shared his vision, he has shared his priorities, he has shared his ambition with you. But of course, it is not only about distance. The decision lies in your hands. And so he has shared it with you. It is up to you to make it happen. My name is Betty Idowu, and it's been my pleasure bringing you today's episode of Behind Reality Podcast on UrbanPop Radio. Do not forget to follow us across social media platforms at UrbanPop Radio NG. Until then, stay informed and stay invested in your future, because the future of Kwara State, the future of Nigeria lies in your hands. Bye for now.